Bow in hand. At your command. X marks the spot. Point the way. All set. Point the way. All set. Point the way. On the move. I'll give it a shot. On the move. Box in sight. On the move. All set. Bow in hand. X marks the spot. Bow in hand. On the move. I'll give it a shot. Point the way. Box in sight. At your command. All set. Point the way. Bow in hand. All set. On the move. The hunt begins. Bow in hand. Point the way. On the move. Box in sight.
Building under attack.
All set. X marks the spot. Taking aim. At your command. Point the way. Point the way. Bow in hand. Bow in hand. Point the way. Bow in hand. X marks the spot. All set. On the move. Arrow at the ready. Taking aim.
Give me your
At your
order.
command. Box in sight. All set. On the move. All set. I'll give it a shot. On the move.
Research complete.
On the move. Taking aim. X marks the spot. Bow in hand. Box in sight. All set. Point the way. Point the way. Box in sight. X marks the spot. I'll give it a shot. On the move. Point the way. Bow in hand. X marks the spot. Taking aim. All set. On the move. Box in sight. On the move. Box in sight. At your command. Point the way. All set. Point the way. Bow in hand. X marks the spot. All set. All set. On the move. Taking aim. All set. Point the way. Box in sight. On the move. I'll give it a shot. Point the way. Taking aim. On the move. Box in sight. X marks the spot. Box in sight. X marks the spot. Box in sight. Point the way. At your command. On the move. Bow in hand. I'll give it a shot. Bow in hand. Taking aim. X marks the spot. Box in sight. On the move. Box in sight. At your command. X marks the spot. Point the way. All set. Point the way. I'll give it a shot. All set. On the move. Box in sight. Point the way. I'll give it a shot. X marks the spot. At your command. X marks the spot. On the move.
Research complete.
Bow in hand. Bow in hand. Point the way. Taking aim. All set. On the move. Taking aim. Bow in hand. Box in sight. Point the way. On the move. Box in sight. On the move. Box in sight. At your command. I'll give it a shot. X marks the spot. All set. On the move.
The swarm is coming.
All set. X marks the spot. I'll give it a shot. Bow in hand. Point the way. Point the way. All set. Ready to strike. Bow in hand.
Research complete.
At your command. Point the way. Bow in hand. X marks the spot. Taking aim. Point the way. All set. Taking aim.
What do you need?
All set. I'll give it a shot. On the move. Box in sight. All set. X marks the spot. Bow in hand. Bow in hand. On the move. your
The
command.
swarm is
Building under
preparing an
attack.
Bow in hand. Marks in sight. All set. Marks in sight. All set. On the move. All set. Taking aim.
Research complete.
Arrow at the ready. I'll give it a shot. X marks the spot. At your command. On the move. The hunt begins. Bow in hand. Taking aim.
Building under attack.
I'll give it a shot. At your command. At your command. Ready to strike. Point the way. Bow in hand. Marks in sight. Full set. X marks the spot. Marks in sight. Point the way. Taking aim. Point the way. Marks in sight.
Building under
All
attack.
set. Taking aim. Bow in hand. I'll give it a shot. On the move. All set. Arrow at the ready. All set. On the move. Bow in hand. On the move. Marks in sight. Ready to strike. Point the way. All set. Point the way. I'll give it a shot. X marks the spot. Marks in sight. Point the way. I'll give it a shot. X marks the spot. Marks in sight. At your command. Point the way. Marks in sight. Point the way. At your command. Taking aim. On the move. Point the way. Taking aim. On the move. On the move.
Building under attack.
Bow in hand. Bow in hand. X marks the spot. Marks in sight. Bow in hand. On the move. Marks in sight. At your command. Point the way. All set. On the move. All set. Point the way. Marks in sight. At your command. Point the way. X marks the spot. All set. The hunt begins.
The swarm is preparing an attack. Building under attack.
Bow in hand. On the move. At your command. X marks the spot. Arrow at the ready. Bow in hand. Taking aim.
As you
Bow in
command.
hand. Ready to strike. All set.
Building under attack.
All set. I'll give it a shot. X marks the spot. At your command. Point the way. All set. I'll give it a shot.
It will be done.
Box in sight.
Standing by.
At your command. All set. I'll give it a shot. At your command. Bow in hand. Point the way. Taking aim. Point the way. Box in sight. On the move. All set. On the move. Bow in hand. X marks the spot. Box in sight. On the move. Taking aim. On the move. Bow in hand. Point the way. At your command. All set. Box in sight.
Research complete.
All set. Taking aim. Point the way. Bow in hand. X marks the spot. At your command.
Building under attack.
Point the way. All set. X marks the spot. At your command. All set. Marks in sight. Bow in hand. I'll give it a shot. At your command. I'll give it a shot. Bow in hand. Box in sight. Bow in hand. On the move. I'll give it a shot.
Unit under attack.
Point the way.
The
Taking
swarm
aim.
is preparing an attack.
On the move. I'll give it a shot. On the move. Box in sight. X marks the spot. Point the way. Box in sight. On the move. X marks the spot. Bow in hand. Taking aim. At your command. All set. At your command.
Building under attack.
All set. On the move. Bow in hand. Bow in hand.
Building under attack. Research complete.
All set. I'll give it a shot. All set. Marks in sight. At your command. Marks in sight. Point the way. Taking aim. At your command.
Building
Marks
under
in
attack.
sight. All set. Well in hand. I'll give it a shot. All set. On the move. Box in sight.
Research complete.
All set. Bow in hand.
Unit under attack.
Bow in hand. Taking it. At your command.
The swarm is preparing an attack.
All set. At your command.
Research complete.
Bow in hand. X marks the spot. Bow in hand. All set. I'll give it a shot. All set.
Building under attack.
At your command. Bow in hand. Marks in sight. All set. All set. Marks in sight. Bow in hand. Taking aim.
Building under attack.
Bow in hand. All set. Marks in sight. At your command. Point the way. I'll I'll give it a shot. On the move. Box in sight. At your command. Taking aim. Point the way. Bow in hand. At your command. Point the way. I'll give it a shot. X marks the spot. Marks in sight. On the move. Bow in hand. X marks the spot. At your command. On the move. Taking aim. Point the way. All set.
Building under attack.
Bow in hand. Box in sight. All set. All set. X marks the spot. Box in sight. X marks the spot.
The swarm is
Taking
preparing
aim.
an attack.
Point the way. On the move.
Building under attack.
Bow in hand. Point the way. Bow in hand. At your command.
Building under attack.
At your command. All set. All set.
Building under attack.
Bow in hand. At your command. Bow in hand.
Building under attack.
All set. All set. On the move.
Building under attack.
All set. Bow in hand. At
The
your
swarm
command.
is preparing an attack.
Point the way. Bow in hand. Bow in hand. On the move.
Building under attack.
All set. All set. Point the way.
Building under attack.
At your command. Bow in hand. X marks the spot.
The swarm is preparing an attack.
All set. Bow in hand.
Building under attack.
X marks the spot. At your command.
Building under attack.
All set. Point the way. At your command. All set. On the move.
Building under attack.
Bow in hand. I'll give it a shot. All set. At your command. At your command.
Building under attack. Building under attack.
Bow in hand. X marks the spot. All set. All set. On the move.
Building under attack.